As ever, we're going to be assessing this mania for cryptocurrencies. For and against with BTCC, China's oldest Bitcoin exchange. The CEO is Bobby Lee. He's right here with me in the studio. It's amazing. When we see it was conceived and mined May 2010, we're up over 1,000,000%. Now, that's something. Is there any precedence for this?
Probably not. Nothing I've seen in my lifetime, certainly, that it's gone up 1,000,000 times in the last 7.5 years.
Where does it go from here? You're suggesting it's not too expensive, then it's par for the course.
Well, for this asset class, what we're talking about is a truly global, non-national digital asset class that's brand new. It just came out, about 9 years ago. And the question is, does it really only stay at this so-called $300 billion level, or is it a $1 trillion asset class? My opinion is long-term, this is one of the great major asset classes, just like stocks, real estate, bonds, precious metals.
Surely it's probably the precious metals bit more like that, like gold. It has no intrinsic value as such. Not, you could argue that the technology behind it certainly does. But Bitcoin is not just about the blockchain, is it?
Yeah, correct. Bitcoin, the blockchain is just a facilitator. It's just technology that allows this so-called digital currency token to be transferred and moved around the world globally. So for the first time, we really have a decentralized unit of exchange that's digital in form. In the past, all our money system has been either physically based or controlled by national governments. So this is something refreshing and new for society.
But that's just it. You're saying that people don't understand that technology, the blockchain technology.
That's right.
And that's the thing which is holding the price back.
Yeah, that's right. No,
really?
It's true because, in the last few weeks and months, there's been a mania with the Bitcoin price rising so much globally. Everyone's talking about it. But the reality is when I talk to, bankers and people in traditional industries, they're still very skeptical that something digital can be useful globally. So in that sense, my hope is that over the next decade or 2 decades, the world will change. The younger generation will grow up. The ones that are using social media today, they will realize that their so-called passion and interest in digital crypto will eventually cover the rest of the world.
Bobby, what I find interesting is that almost nobody disputes the potentially transformative impact that blockchain, the technology backing Bitcoin, has the potential to have, right? But there's so much divisive opinion over Bitcoin itself. The critics, what are they not understanding? What are they not seeing?
Well, some of the critics are criticizing the trading and the risks of trading. I agree with them that it's very, very volatile. It's been having a tumultuous week the last 2 days. It's been falling a bit, profit taking and so on. So it's risen a lot. Just even in the last 2 months, it's risen, a lot, more than doubled in the last 2 months. So the question is, can we separate out the future intrinsic value of this decentralized, non-national digital asset from its so-called trading risks today? Many of the exchanges are not regulated. Many of the platforms, the people investing in it are not well informed. So there's certainly that risk at the market today.